Why y'all mad at Apple? Let's talk about it.
Hey yo, it's Big Brother Rod from Camrod Media, back again with another Camrod Tech Talk. As you can see, I'm still in the spare bedroom. I haven't taken the time to clean the office yet, but I will. I wanted to talk to you today about the M1 iPad Pro. I don't have one. I want to talk to you specifically about this because I'm going to give you my theory on buying technology and when to buy technology and how to buy technology. There's lots of theories out there. Some people go get the first thing, the biggest, best thing all the time as soon as it comes out. Those are what I like to call the early adopters, and those are great. Then you have, of course, the people who test them and stuff. You generally get it quick, right away. But for the average consumer, in order to save money and do things the smart way, my suggestion is not to always stay on the bleeding edge, especially when you have something that is almost just as good. A lot of people are hurt right now. Their feelings are hurt. They're mad at Apple because the M1 iPad Pro, they didn't change the software the way they thought they would. They thought they'd be able to get on Final Cut and work M1 iPad Pro and everything. But let's face it, they're looking for a laptop replacement in a tablet, but the laptop doesn't really need to be replaced. I mean, they're light as hell. They're nice. They work all your software and everything. There's no reason for Apple to do that. Now, Microsoft will give you a laptop replacement with a tablet, but the tablet sucks. Let's be honest. The Surface Pro 4, I had one. It was not my favorite tablet. I had that and I had the iPad Air 2 at the same time. The iPad Air 2 smoked it in every way. The app smoked it, the motion smoked it, the OS, the Tab OS smoked it. The iPad OS smoked it. I think at that time it was just iOS. Smoked the Microsoft Surface Pro. You also have, if you want a laptop replacement, you can have a tablet in the Surface, the Microsoft Surface. That's an okay one. You know, it's a really good computer. If you want to take the tablet off, you don't need to use the keyboard and everything. It's a replacement. I don't think it's a great system. I don't think we need to have a laptop on a tablet, on a piece of glass. It's nice to have a keyboard, nice to be able to do some laptop type things. That's important, but when it comes down to it, a laptop is a laptop, and I don't think we're in a place now where we need to replace it. Unless you're turning a laptop into a desktop with a good dock or something like that, something more powerful, that would be great. But a tablet is great for consuming media. That's what it's really for. If you got a pen or if you got the pencil, it's good for editing maybe one photo, two photos. But if I just take 3,000 photos, I go out and I take 3,000 photos on a vacation or something like that, I'm not gonna load 3,000 photos on a tablet and sit there and swipe through and try and cull my images on a laptop. Or I'm sorry, on a tablet. It's just, that's a bad idea. It's horrible. It's the experience of loading things on, even with the Thunderbolt 4, it takes a long time. The tablet gets hot. It's a tablet, right? If you take 3,000 photos, you should probably go load them up on your laptop or your desktop on some big screen where you can cull and see all the detail and everything you need to see. And not saying these aren't great. I'm not talking bad about these iPads. I got the 2018 iPad Pro. I didn't see a reason to upgrade in 2020 when the new one came out. I thought I saw a reason to upgrade in 2021 because of the M1 chip. Oh my goodness, I love that chip. I came late to the Apple party, but I still love the M1 chip. So I thought I saw a reason to upgrade, but as I thought about it and I thought about my theory on buying technology, if it doesn't give me significant improvements to make me to something I really need, I'll stick with what I got. Because when I do buy, generally, when I do buy, I buy the best, right? I get, or somewhere near the top, so that when I go to sell it, or I can either keep it for a long time and never have to worry about trading it in or upgrading for years. I want to miss a couple upgrades so that when I finally get an upgrade, it feels like a big upgrade. Or when I sell it, I'll recoup a lot of that money. And that's something I'm realizing with the Apple stuff that I buy. Because now that I'm coming late to the Apple party, I'm realizing I've got a 2018 iPad Pro. I've had it for 3 years now. I've got at least $1,000 in here. If I go to sell this right now, I can probably get $1,000 for it, or somewhere in or around 1,000. Even if it can't be 1,000, it'll be 900 or something like that, because they hold value, because it's still a powerful tablet, right? And plus, I'll have it with the laptop replacement keyboard, right? The Magic Keyboard. So the money you invest in this technology, it's still, even if it's not an asset, it holds some value. It's not an asset if you're not making money with it, but it still holds some type of value. So if you go out right now, you buy the top of the line M1 iPad Pro, 12.9 inch, and you keep it for 3 years, 4 years. If Apple decides to go ahead and change the software the way people want them to, and say, hey, you can work Final Cut Pro, you can do all this stuff on there, great. You've got the top of the line tablet. If they don't, you still got the top of the line tablet. In 4 years, you want to sell it. You're not selling the base model tablet, you're selling the top of the line tablet. So whatever the base model is getting, you're getting premium on top of that, right? Plus you got the value of having that tablet over the last 4 years or whatever. So that's how I'm looking at this whole M1 iPad Pro. It's a great tablet. I can look at it and see, oh, it's great. But I tend to watch a lot of, even though I make videos, I tend to watch a lot of videos as well. And I watch a lot of comparison videos. This versus that. iPad Air 2 versus iPad Air 3. The iPad Air 4 versus the base model iPad Pro. You know, I watch those type of videos, and if I don't see that much improvement, I don't see a real reason to upgrade. Now, what I am considering buying, because I just saw some wind of this, is the new iPad mini. When that one comes and works with this pencil, I will buy the iPad mini, because I don't have an iPad mini. I got a 12.9, which is great, but holding it in my hand, even though I have big hands, I'm 6'5", I've got some pretty nice sized hands. I can palm a basketball. It's not ideal when I'm in the bed at night trying to read. You know, I open this up and I'm got this thing sitting on my stomach. You know, it's not the reading experience. Even if I take it off and I'm trying to go to bed, this thing is heavy. It's got some weight to it. So it gets tiring and it's like, So what I would like, because I did get I ended up buying a Amazon Kindle. I bought a Kindle, my first Kindle. I didn't like it. I hated it. It's black and white. It's I read comic books sometimes and they weren't in color. That drove me crazy. The motion, like I'm so used to the iPad Pro motion, 120 megahertz, that changing the page was it was horrible for me. Like my eyes were like slapping me on the inside of my retinas, like stop it. So that was a horrible experience. But if I get the iPad mini, I feel like it'll be a much better experience. And I can read on that with a Kindle app and be just as happy as I want to be. So it's just a perspective. It's my humble opinion, my perspective. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, you learned something from it. But well, I wasn't really teaching anything, was I? Just giving my opinion. So hopefully you enjoyed hearing my opinion on talking about the M1 iPad Pro. And if you like hearing about these type of things, please like and subscribe. This is basically what I like to do on this channel. I do have another channel, Logical Conclusion is Love. We talk about lifestyle stuff and basically trying to make life a little better for us, you know, as we go. So if you want to check that one out, I'll put a link in the description to a video or something you might want to check out. Other than that, hey, it's been great. I will see you. No, I almost forgot. You can do and you can be anything you want to be. They used to tell me that all the time when I was a kid, and I believed them, and I was able to do a lot of incredible things in my life that I'm grateful I was able to do. I feel like we're not telling kids that anymore. We're just kind of letting them go out and giving them trophies for participating in things like that. But I want them to know you can do anything you want to do. And now that we have this technology of YouTube and all these different outlets to show people different things in life, there's so much you can see, so much you can do. So it's very important to tell people that, tell your kids that, tell everybody that you can do and be anything you want to be. Stop being haters in the world. But yeah, that's it. This video is getting too long anyway. So looking forward to seeing you in the future.